What's up, guys? It is that gamer guy 82 here with another hard-hitting, pound pacing, whatever, awesome review. I put a little emphasis into that because I feel like God of War would expect nothing less. Okay, so I don't have the actual game case because if you guys saw my unboxing video, y'all know that I got the collector edition. So that's the case that came with it. So hopefully by now you guys know that the Mega symbol is synonymous with Kratos, God of War. So jumping right into it, we're going to do our 4-point review. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. First, I want to start off with the storyline. So this is supposedly a prequel to the God of War trilogy, where basically Kratos is kind of surprise, surprise, he's still pissed. And basically what's going on is he is trying to break his oath. Excuse me. Hey. God of War. So basically what he's trying to do is he's trying to break his oath with Ares. And to do that he has to go through the Furies, which are these three very angry sisters. This is Drake, by the way. Hi, Drake. Alright. So So without giving too much away about the story, that's pretty much the foundation of it. He's trying to break his oath with Ares, and yeah, so that's it. Throughout the way, he's going to go through a lot of various stages. One thing I did kind of like about the storyline is that it was fairly linear. It was pretty cut and dry, straight point A, point B. Not a lot of backtracking, as has been seen in a lot of God of War titles, whereas, you're just kind of, you start off one area, you go through, and then 4 hours later, you're back at this other spot you were there, and you're like, oh, wow, now I can do this awesome move, and it totally takes me way to another place. So it wasn't like that. It was actually very cut and dry, very point A, point B, so I did actually kind of dig that. Two, I want to talk about the gameplay, although with a God of War game you really don't need to delve on this too much. Smash the square button, smash the triangle button, you do some cool things, and enemies die. I mean, that's pretty much it. There's really no advances in the gameplay, although now you can actually grapple enemies with your chain blade, and you can do other attacks, which is kind of cool, and that's actually one of the ways to get the secret trophy for Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Bad Boy. Sorry, I had to do the Diddy shake there. But yeah, yeah, but that's pretty much it. Three, want to talk about the graphics and the music. Music, as always, God of War is very centered around the music. It's very epic. There's a lot of great tracks there. Very well done, very accompanying to the scenes of the battles and things like that. Graphics, actually, I would say that this is probably the best looking God of War that's out right now. And it's funny because God of War 3 is out on the same system, PS3, but this one actually looks better. It looks a lot cleaner. Kratos actually, his character model actually looks like it's fleshed out. The what do you call it? The ashes on his chest, the red little tattoo he's got, looks really well done, especially in the cutscenes. There's a very great transition between cutscene and actual gameplay, so there is that. And number four, I want to talk about multiplayer. There's a very easy way to be successful in God of War's multiplayer, and that is to block a lot. And I say this because I actually spent, I'd say probably about a couple hours on the multiplayer, and that was the first thing I learned, is that when you see someone coming at you, block, and then while they're doing their little flippy blade thing. When they stop, then you can get on them, and then you can take them out pretty relatively easily, while your other team members are completing the objectives or out getting killed or killing others. So yeah, so that's my bit of advice. Just block first when someone runs up on you, and then there you go. So, and I'm not a big multiplayer fan. But I mean, I actually had fun. It was pretty cool. There wasn't a lot of cheap moves going on, because everything was pretty much just as it is in the game. It's just now you're actually playing other people instead of computer-controlled enemies. So, all in all, though, 4-point review, 1, 2, 3, 4. Talked about the story, talked about the gameplay, graphics, music, and multiplayer. I'm gonna give this one a 6.5 out of 10. And I know that's a kind of a relatively low score, but here's why. I beat the game with 100 or 90% trophy completion. Actually 95, because I got the next to last trophy when I did my multiplayer. But it's easy. Even on the hard mode, it was still relatively easy, and that's kind of my main gripe about hard mode per se, and that's maybe for another video. But hard mode is just brutal, and it's kind of like Demon Souls, Dark Souls in a way, where it's unfair. Now I'm all for challenge. I've got a platinum in Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, games like that, Uncharted 1, 2, 3. So I'm all about challenge. I'm all about difficulty, but there has to be a bit of fairness to it, which for God of War Ascension, it just doesn't have. These enemies will just break through your attacks and just smack the crap out of you, and then you're dead, and you have to start all over again. Not my cup of tea. I have a platinum in God of War 3. Not my favorite game to beat on the chaos mode. Not at all. I should have gone through at least 2 controllers, but I didn't, fortunately. But yeah, that's one thing right there that kind of kills it for me. Yeah, so 6.5 out of 10. I will kind of sugarcoat it with this, though. It's not a bad game at all. It's just really short. I beat it in about 2 days, and that's with collecting all the artifacts, all the Gorgon eyes, all the Phoenix feathers, all the extra stuff. It took me about 2 days to fully complete. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's worth $60. If you can pick it up used, definitely do so. But yeah, that's my review for God of War Ascension. Stick around. I've got a review for Metal Gear Solid Revengeance coming right up. So see you guys.